Okay, I said she was nominated for an Oscar, but I didn't say in 90 years of the Academy, she's the only woman ever nominated for cinematography.
Thank you.
It's amazing on many, many levels, so congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Now, the film is basically about two families in is it Mississippi? Or
It's set in the Mississippi Delta, yeah.
Yeah, in World War II era. Now, did you try and have a different look for each family?
Yeah, I mean, certainly in their home lives. The film, we divided into life before the farm for the McCallans and after they arrived at the farm. And they had such an influence on the Jacksons that it was sort of pre-farm for them as well. But then the difference between the McCallans and the Jacksons in their home life, I think you can see in the tonal palettes, the color palette. David Bombar, amazing production designer's work. The Jacksons, it's very warm, their home life, and they didn't have electricity, so everything's motivated by candlelight, which is sort of inherently warm. And the McCallans, you see a lot more color, but it's kind of colder in tone, and the colors are faded, and there's a disconnect in the family life. So.
Now, the director Dee Reese, who also co-wrote the script, when you two were doing your homework for this, was there any photograph or any film that was particularly helpful?
Yeah, this was actually the first film that I've worked on where we didn't look at a single other film reference. We looked at one documentary. We looked at Les Blank's The Life According to Lightning Hopkins as sort of the authenticity of the camera work and the color palette. But for the most part, we looked at two-dimensional and sculpture, images from fine art. She brought mainly Whitfield Lavelle, who'd done some portraiture on wood, and Robert Frank's wife is actually a sculptress who's really incredible. And then I actually brought a lot of photography to the table, partly because it's my background, but the second I read the script, I thought of the FSA photographers like Dorothea Lange and Walker Evans and Gordon Parks and Arthur Rothstein, Ben Shahn. So I think I walked in with a book, this high, a stack this high of FSA books, and that really became a big jumping off point for us.
Well, for me, one of the striking things, because one of the points of the movie is how brutal this life is. I mean, the title Mudbound, it tells you this is not a lot of fun, but the film is so beautiful, physically beautiful. I mean, was that a consideration? It's like, oh my God, it's a lot of mud here. We got to beautify it, or?
Well, the idea for us was to contrast the American dream with the American reality. So you needed just enough beauty to understand why people would sort of sacrifice everything to move to the country for a parcel of land, and enough beauty to sort of understand why they'd kind of keep coming back for more, but then enough grit and sort of dirt and mud and harsh sunlight to. We didn't want it to feel like a Terrence Malick movie where everything was beautiful. It was really about sort of seeing the extremes on both sides.